Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Game 1 of the West WMBL semifinal between the Medicine Hat Mavericks and the Lethbridge Bulls. The other semifinal game in the West will be Okotoks versus Edmonton. Out east, it's Swift Current versus Weyburn and Yorkton versus Regina. Here it is, 5:05 game here, and on the mound and first pitch delivered, called strike, and that's Jared Lipke on the mound for the Medicine Hat Mavericks here at Athletic Park. Lipke gets the start here in Game 1 of the West semifinal. Behind the plate catching is Evan Regis, and Regis catches that one for a ball. And batting for the Lethbridge Bulls, number 5, Evan Como. Como's going to foul this one off and out of play. He's down on the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Infield for the Mavericks. Defensively, nothing's changed for the last 7 or 8 games, probably. Bima on first, Ratai on second, Salas shortstop, Halgren on third. So that's the infield. Como fouls this one off. Count still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Out in the field, though, left field is Darren Grabowski, center field Anthony Calton, and out in right field Zach Wilson. So that's the defensive start for the Medicine Hat Mavericks. Here Lipke drops this one in the dirt for a 2-2 count on Como. So it should be Como, Moffat, and McGeehan due up here for the Lethbridge Bulls. And again, this is Game 1 of the West semifinal in the WMBL. We'll bring you up to speed on the other games going on in WMBL. Here, a ground ball, Como to Ratai, gets them out on a 4-3 for out number 1.
Center fielder Mike Moffat.
Brings to the plate Mike Moffat now. So it's a new season. It's playoff season here in the WMBL. Moffat takes that first pitch from Lipke and fouls it off behind the plate here. This one catching the outside corner for strike 2, and way up in the count now 0-2 is Lipke. I would think that this series here between Lethbridge and Medicine Hat, I'm predicting going 5. I'm not going to predict a winner because that's going to be a difficult task. These teams have been pretty even. Here on the hands, and Ratai gets his feet, gets a good throw over to first and get him out. 2 gone right away here for the Bulls at bat, and that brings up number 18, Mitch McGeehan, the third baseman. What do you think? Let's go 14. Beer batter. Want to do that? Oh, he wants to go way down there. Okay, let's do that. Sure, why not? First pitch missing for a ball. Big swing and a miss there by McGeehan for strike 1. Count 1-1 to McGeehan. So games 1 and 2 here. 3 and 4 back in Lethbridge. And then game 5, if necessary, back here. Comes the 1-1 pitch from Lipke, and missing for a strike is McGeehan. 1-2. High and outside, 2-2 count on McGeehan. On deck is Travis Stanky, the catcher. Comes a 2-2 pitch. Got him. Looking. So a 3-up, 3-down inning for the Mavericks on the Bulls. They get nothing here in the top of the first.
The Bulls go down in order.
And it's going to be Salas, Wilson, and Ratai.
Wilson, Ratai, you up to the Mavericks in their half of the first inning.
So a good start for Lipke, and we'll be back with the bottom of the first here at Athletic Park. Beautiful evening for baseball. Game 1 of the West semifinal in the WMBL.
And the leadoff hitter for the Mavericks in their half of the first inning is shortstop, number 13, William Salas.
So here's the defensive lineup for the Lethbridge Bulls on the mound in game one here. Number 15, Landon Barassa, getting the start behind the plate. Catching will be Travis Stanky. On first, Mitch Dornblunt. Second, Ryan Puwels. Shortstop is Evan Como, and third baseman Mitch McGeehan. Out in the left field, Matt Workington. Center field, Mike Moffett, and out in right field, Brock Frenzel. So that's the defensive lineup here for the Lethbridge Bulls. And here is Salas at the plate, and he takes that first pitch from Barassa as a ball one. This one a little low again, 2-0. So Salas, Wilson, Ratai do up here for Medicine Hat in the bottom of the first inning. Little high. So Barassa hasn't quite found the strike zone yet. That home plate umpire, Shuchuk, wants. Here comes the 3-0 pitch and automatic. Yes. 3-1. We do have some Lethbridge Bulls fans here. Here comes the 3-1 pitch from Barassa. Ground ball to the third baseman, McGeehan. And Salas is out on a 5-3 ground out for out number one. Brings to the plate number 7, Zach Wilson, the right fielder for Medicine Hat.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 7, Zach Wilson.
Mavericks wearing their whites today. Bulls in their away jerseys, blue tops, gray pants. Comes the first pitch to Wilson. Wilson takes that inside for ball one. Big swing there by Wilson. Strike one. 1-1 count. Wilson fouls it off. And he's down on the count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Wilson protects the plate here. Here comes Barassa's pitch. Wilson, a line drive to the second baseman for out number 2. Puwels makes the catch there.
Now batting for your Mavericks, the second baseman, number 18, Nolan Ratai.
And that brings to the plate Ratai, who had a great regular season stats. Let's see if he can carry that over into the playoffs here. I think he left with a 342 average. So here's Ratai to face Barassa for the first time, and Barassa misses here for ball one. Called strike here on Ratai. Yeah, he was like hitting 220 or something. Yeah. So a huge improvement for Ratai throughout this season. This one in the dirt for a 1-hopper. 2-1 count now to Ratai. Well, probably the most rookie or most improved here. Yeah. Yeah. A great, smart kid too for baseball. This one he takes. Called strike, and Barassa has even the count here, 2-2. Ratai, a line drive out to left field. This could be extra bases. It will be, as that one goes to the warning track, and Ratai gets a 2-out double here for the Mavericks. Here's the designated here. Alex Alder's coming up now. So Alder's here with 2 gone, with Ratai on second with his double. Let's see if Alders can drive in the first run here against Barassa and the Bulls. A good pitch there. Called strike on Alders. Same pitch, same call. 0-2. Alders really now going to have to pick his pitches here and protect the plate. Down in the count, 0-2. In the dirt, one hopper. Almost hung up Ratai in between bases here. Stanky does a good job keeping that ball in front, and Ratai gets back to second in time. No throw, though. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Alders. Anthony Calton on deck for Medicine Hat. Comes the 1-2 pitch from Barassa. Time called, no pitch. Good-looking crowd. A high hopper to the second baseman, backs him up. Going to be a tough play. Got him in time. So Mavericks leave a runner stranded here as Alders goes down on a 4-3 ground out. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, no one left, and 1 left on. So after 1 complete, 0. Zeros, and we're going to the second inning here, and we'll be back here at Athletic Park between Lethbridge and Medicine Hat. Top of the second here, and it's going to be Travis Stanky. Stanky to start it off for Lethbridge here in the top of the second inning. Scoreless here, 0-0 between Medicine Hat and the Bulls. Game 1 of the WMBL West semifinal. And Stanky gets delivered, a called strike. Just inside there, Lipke's pitch missing, 1-1 count now. Game 2 goes tomorrow here at Athletic Park, 7:05 start. This one's an early one today. The 5:05, Lipke missing outside for a 2-1 count. The other games starting at 7:05 this evening. That'd be Okotoks and Edmonton. And then in the East, there'll be Weyburn and Swift Current. Ground ball here, a 2-hopper to Salas, the shortstop. And Stanky gone on a 6-3 ground out. Oh, number 1. Brings to the plate number 22, Brock Frenzel, the right fielder.
22, Brock Frenzel.
And then the other game will be Yorkton versus Regina, and Yorkton gets home field advantage there. Called strike here on Frenzel. Lipke with one strikeout so far in this game, got one in the first inning. Time called. Comes the 0-1 pitch. Frenzel, a ground ball to Ratai. He gets it on a generous hop. 2 gone here for the Bulls in the top of the second. Brings to the plate number 14, the first baseman, Mitch Dornblunt.
2 down. First baseman, Mitch Dornblunt.
And Lipke coming in right away here with a strike. This one missing outside. 1-1 count on Dornblunt. Ground ball, Salas got a scoop, got him out, 6-3 out. 3 up, 3 down again for the Bulls here in the top of the second. They get nothing. Zeros all the way. And we're going to the bottom of the second, and it's going to be Colton, Bima, Helgen due up here for minutes now. Going to the bottom of the second. We'll be back here at Athletic Park. So here's Anthony Colton, who started off for the Mavericks. Oh, that's right. Game on. Ball here on Colton. Another one hopper here. Colton 2-0 count now. Two-0 pitch to Colton. Right back at Barassa with a quick glove, and he gets him on a 1-3. So it brings to the plate number 27, Logan Bima.
For the Mavericks, 27, first baseman, Logan Bima.
So here's Bima with 1 gone here for the Mavericks. Takes that inside pitch and low for ball 1. I see you going to Chicago. Oh, Bima gets underneath with this one. Foul. I don't know if it's going to be a play for anybody except for the fans. One hopper and nicely right to the fans there. 1-1 count. So Bima with a 1-1 count. One hopper here. 2-1. In the bottom of the second inning here, no score between Bulls and Mavericks. Game 1 of the West semifinal. Bima gets underneath this one. Stanky might have a play here behind the backstop. And he makes the catch. Bima out on a FF2.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ryan Helgren.
So with 2 gone, and it for the Mavericks brings to the plate the third baseman, number 17, Ryan Helgren. Helgren inside pitch, catching that corner for strike 1. Ground ball to the shortstop. Como backs up. And Helgren gone on a 6-3. So the Mavericks score in order. Looks like everybody's going in order here between these two ball teams. Nothing going across in the bottom of the second and no score between these two teams. After 2 complete, we're going to the third here at Athletic Park. No score between the Bulls and the Mavericks. So here's Lachlan Mayo for the Bulls to get it going in the third inning. And Lipke delivers a called strike 1 here. Lipke getting up on the batters for the most part right away. 50 years, Kim Johnson. No, you haven't. Close. 1-1 count now. As Lipke misses there with a, must have been a little high pitch. Missing high and inside. 2-1 count now to Mayo. So Mayo, Walkerton, and Puels do up here for Lethbridge. Here comes the 2-1 pitch from Lipke. This one could be gone. High fly ball going back. Warning track. Out of here. Solo home run for a hold to Mayo. Lachlan Mayo don't have to hold that one as he launched that one over. A bunch of blind sign there in left center field. And Lethbridge gets the first run of the ball in the game here. A solo home run by Mayo. Take an early lead here, 1-0 in the third. Walkerton now, the left fielder, due up for Lethbridge.
Matt Workington, left fielder, number 12.
So an inside for ball 1. the Lethbridge Bulls fans that are here are pretty vocal. This one a high called strike. 1-1 count now to Walkerton. Workington, big swing, missing. First strike, 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Puwow's on deck, and then top of the order for Lethbridge, but right now it's Walkerton. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got him. Second strikeout there for Lipke. Brings to the plate number 16, our beer batter, Ryan Puwells.
That brings up the beer batter, brought to you by Budget Wines. Number 16, Ryan Puwells. When he strikes out, it's $1 on beer for the next 10 minutes. Brought to you by Budget Wines.
Lipke starts off Puwells with a called strike. And he fouled this one off into the mesh. 2 strikes on him now, and fans will be getting on his case here as we're hoping for a 3rd strikeout for Lipke, and this one a more important one for the fans. Our beer batter, here comes the pitch. And he fights it off and sends it out to center field. Puwells on deck, or Puwells with a single. Top of the order now for Lethbridge, number 5, Evan Como. So ball 1 here on Como with 1 out. And that's Puwells on first for Lethbridge. Lipke delivers, and a swinging miss there by Como way outside. So 1-1 count to Como. Como takes that one low and outside. 2-1. So missed him at second, as Logan Bima did a great job there getting the first out at first, the batter. And Puwells slides into safely into second. 2 gone here. And that brings to the plate here number 21, Mike Moffett now with 2 gone, the top of the 3rd. Moffett. Bima's going to take it himself there, and that's it. Puwells gets stranded on that single. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for Lethbridge in the top of the 3rd. We'll be back. So Darren Grabowski here to start it off for the Mavericks in the bottom of the third. And he takes that first pitch from Barassa, called strike. First time seeing Barassa in this game. High and inside for a 1-1 count. Comes the 1-1 pitch. Grabowski, a bunt. He might get on here, and he's going to get on. Right, a great bunt there by Grabowski as that ball died in the grass there. And McGeehan charging from third. He knew he wasn't going to get Grabowski at first. So a leadoff single for Grabowski with that bunt down the third base line. And it's going to be the catcher, Evan Regis, coming up now for Medicine Hat. So a 1-0 game here for the Bulls with that solo home run by Mayo, and Mavericks are trying to respond here in the bottom of the third. Regis, a slap bunt. He's going to turn the double play here. Regis is going to be safe. So Regis on with a fielder's choice as Lethbridge tried to twist the double play.
That brings up number 5,
13.
Brings up number 13, William Salas.
Top of the order now for Medicine Hat, Salas. Ball one here to Salas. Regis on first with that fielder's choice, but Grabowski, who got on with that single, goes out at second with on a 6-4. And Salas here with a 1-0 count. Salas takes this one 2-0 now. Regis can get back to first there. So a called strike here to Salas, 2-1. Two-one count to Salas. Here comes the pitch from Barassa. Ground ball foul down the third baseline. Count now even here, 2-2.
It's not designed for speed or efficiency at all.
In the dirt, gets by him. Regis down the second on a wild pitch. Full count to Salas with first base open now. Regis is down to second after that wild pitch. Stanky almost had it in front of him. So what they're going to do here to Salas with one out. See what they give him to hit, if anything. Salas pops it up foul and out of play. Still a 3-2 count here on Salas with one out. Salas again slaps this one foul and out of play. Good battle here between Barassa and Salas for the second time around. Salas line drive. Oh, foul. Down the left field line. Salas took a good rip of that one. Still 3-2 count to him. Barassa looking for his first strikeout. Has Salas with a full count here. Bottom of the third with Regis on second there for the Mavericks, the base runner. A one hopper to the second baseman moves Regis over to third. Salas gone on a 4-3. Brings up Mr. Consistency here. Zach Wilson, let's see if he can move and cash in this run here with Regis on third.
That brings up the right fielder, number 7, Zach Wilson. Sorry, repeat that, please repeat.
So Wilson here with 2 gone. And Regis down to third after Salas goes down on a 4-3 ground out. And Regis moved over from second to third. So here's Wilson to face Barassa for the second time. He lined out to the second baseman here. And he takes low, a ball 1. Line drive, and Mavericks have tied the game up here with that base hit by Wilson. Regis comes in to score, and we got a tie ball game. So here's Ratai now with 2 gone. Mavericks have tied the game up here 1-1 with a Wilson single, and Regis coming in from third. Ratai takes that one low in the dirt for ball 1. I'm going to check Wilson back to first base there with a throw over. Wilson with decent speed there on first. A 1-0 count to Ratai. A little low. Ratai not going on that one. 2-0 count now. This morning it didn't look so promising. This afternoon looks a lot better. Beautiful afternoon here at Medicine Hat. 2-0 count here to Ratai. Again, low in the dirt, 3-0. So Barassa not giving anything for Nolan Ratai to make some decent contact with. Being smart at the plate. Alex Alders on deck for Medicine Hat. And 2 gone here, 3-0. Automatic, called strike. 3-1. Outside, Ratai on with a walk. So 2 on here for the designated hitter, Alex Alders.
Number 24, Alex Alders.
So assistant coach going out here to talk to his pitcher for the Bulls. We'll be back here to see what happens between him and Alders. So, yeah, exactly. So here is designated hitter Alex Alders with runners on first and second for the Mavericks. 2 gone. Alders takes that one high. Ball 1. Especially when it's behind and you can't see the play. You know, you go to Okotoks, it's a different feel because you can still watch the game while you're waiting in line. 1-0 count. Alders ground ball, foul though. Reached out, didn't like that one that he hit. So 1-1 count. So 1-1 count here to Alders. In the dirt. And Stanky does a good job there, keeping that ball in front. Maverick runners staying put. 2-1 count now to Alders. Good opportunity for Alders to get into this game here. It's 0 for 1 so far. Let's see if he can get a base hit off of Barassa. Good pitch there by Barassa, really taking his time there. 2-2 count now. Yep. 2-2 count, 2-2 pitch coming. Ground ball to the shortstop. Como's going to go to second, and Alders not able to bring those runners in. Mavericks score 1 here. Tie game after 3 between the Bulls and the Mavericks.
Series.
So it's the 3-4-5 hitters due up here for Medicine Hat. It's for the Lethbridge Bulls here. It's number 18, Mitch McGeehan, and he's taken that first one on a called strike. And here he fouls off the second pitch from Lipke, and he's down on the count 0-2. McGeehan 0 for 1 in the game so far. He struck out in the first inning, and here he is in the fourth. Lipke up on him 0-2. McGeehan foul down the third baseline. We're the only game going on right now in the WMBL, as the other games are a 7:05 start. Okotoks and Edmonton, their game starts. Everybody's game starts today. High for ball 1 on McGeehan, 1-2 count. Regina in Yorkton and Swift Current in Weyburn. Those are all 7:05 starts. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Lipke. McGeehan holding back on that 2-2 count now. Missing outside, 3-2 now, as McGeehan has an eagle eye, taking those last 3 pitches for balls. And Lipke gets him swinging way out in front of that one as an off-speed pitch. Second strikeout. Sorry, third strikeout for Lipke, but that's the second one on McGeehan, and that brings to the plate the catcher, number 25, Travis Stanke.
Now batting for the Mavericks is number 25, the catcher, Travis Stanke.
And Stanke gets plunked. So Stanke hit by a pitch. He gets down to first the easy way.
Now batting, right fielder, Brock Frenzel.
And here's Frenzel now. So here's Frenzel with a runner on, Stanke on first after getting hit by a pitch. And Frenzel takes that Lipke pitch for a called strike. High for ball one, 1-1 count. Ground ball, diving and getting by Nolan Ratai. Frenzel on with a single. So runners on first and second now for the Bulls with one out here in the top of the fourth. And here's number 14, the first baseman, Mitch Dornblunt. And this one coming in on Lipke, are catching the outside corner for a called strike on Dornblunt. So Dornblunt and Mayo due up. He's on deck right now. Mavericks looking for a double play ball to get out of this inning. One out with runners on first and second for the Bulls. This one low and outside for a 1-1 count. Hi, Ronnie. Missing outside, 2-1. Aw, thanks. You saved up some cards. So 2-1 count here to Dornblunt. Missing outside, 3-1. Yeah, well, she jinxed it. Jeez. That's right. Not long. That's right. Not long enough. Well, we'll see. Well, Lipke gets back into this. Evans makes the count full now with that called strike on Dornblunt, 3-2. So let's see what the runners do here on a 3-2 count. One out, though. I wouldn't be sending them on in. Maybe they'll want to try a hit and run. Right back to Lipke. He's going to try for a double play. Gets Salas. Got him. Double play. A 1-6-3 double play. Leaves one runner stranded here. And the Bulls not able to get anything across. After 3.5, it's a tie ball game. We're going to see what the Mavericks can do here in the bottom of the fourth. So Anthony Colton's going to start it off here for Medicine Hat. He takes that Barassa pitch for a called strike. Colton gone on a 1-3 ground out in his first at bat here, and that was in the second inning. Here he tries to go right up the gut, and then Barassa with a quick glove hand looked like more of a goalie there, as Barassa has done that a couple times, and he gets again Colton on a 1-3 ground out. So here's the first baseman, Logan Bima. See if he can get something going for the Mavericks. It's a tie game here, bottom of the fourth inning between the Bulls and Medicine Hat, 1-1. And Bima flied out, foul to the catcher. His first at bat. Good looking crowd here, as always, for Medicine Hat. Even some Lethbridge Bulls fans here. Bima going to put this down the line on right field. Bima's going to turn, and he's going to get the second with a stand-up double. So a one-out double for Bima. Turned on that pitch. That brings to the plate number 17, Orion Halgren. Halgren grounded out on a 6-3, his first at bat. Let's see if we can get Bima moved around here a little bit more. Cheese, everybody. Ronnie's doing a picture. Hey. So Halgren here with one out for the Mavericks. Bottom of the fourth. Halgren takes that low, ball one. Oh, yeah, that's funny. Maybe, do I need to get a Snapchat account? Is that what you're saying? I guess so. Halgren, this one coming in on Barassa, where Halgren takes that for a called strike with a good pitch there by Barassa on the inside corner. 1-1 count. Low. I didn't say hello. I just said low pitch there. 2-1 count now on Halgren. With Darren Grabowski on deck for Medicine Hat. One out here in the bottom of the fourth. Mavericks trying to break the tie here. Bima on second base. 2-1 pitch coming from Barassa. Inside. 3-1 now on Halgren. Here comes the pitch from Barassa. Halgren ground ball to the shortstop, eats him up. Bima held up, and they got him in a rundown here. So Bima out for the second out, and a little bit of a tough bounce there for Como. Halgren gets on with an E6. And Bima gets held up at third there and get out at home, as Como was able to get that ball into the third baseman, and then third baseman tagged Bima out and throws home at home. Right back to the pitcher Barassa. Man, he's been busy there, and he gets Grabowski on a 1-3. So the Mavericks leave one runner stranded here. Halgren on second. And they weren't able to break that that tie. And after 4 complete, it's a 1-1 game here going to the 5th inning.
All right, fans, looks like something's happening down at field level. Let's check in now with Alexa down at field level.
Fifth inning coming up, and it'll be the 7, 8, 9 hitters for Lethbridge. Mayo, Walkerton, Puals due up here for Lethbridge. So an interesting fourth inning as both teams struggle to get their runners across here. And we still have a tie game here, 1-1, going into the fifth. It's the 7, 8, 9 hitters. Lachlan Mayo, who had that solo home run for Lethbridge here. He takes called strike. First pitch from Lipke. So that solo home run is the only run for Lethbridge. And it's this guy here, Mayo. Mayo's going to send a high fly ball. Anthony Colton jumped in, and he catches it at the warning track there. So Mayo swinging a hard bat. But this one he flies out to center field for out number 1 here in the fifth. Here's the number 8 hitter. Number 12, Matthew Walkerton, the left fielder. Lipke's had his number. He got Walkerton striking out, swinging his first at bat, and that was in the third inning. Swing and a miss there by Walkerton. Popped it up. Colton settling underneath it. And out number 2 is Walkerton. High fly ball there for Anthony Colton out in center field. 2 gone. And here's the beer batter, the second baseman, Ryan Puals. Two gone here, top of the fifth inning. That's Puals. A single and then left stranded. And Lipke delivers a ball 1 to Puals. A ground ball to Bima, and that's going to be an E3. So a ground ball that should have been easily handled by Lipke, and he boots it. Then Puels on with an E3. Top of the order now for Lethbridge. It's number 5, Evan Como, with 2 gone here in the top of the fifth inning. Called strike here.
Bars? For everything. I want water. How much is water? 2. How much is watermelon? Yeah. 2.
Look out! Comebacker. Almost got someone in the back of the head there. That foul ball by Como. 0-2 count here to Como. So Como, down in the count here, 0-2. Puel's on first. He's going. Ball at the plate. Then they might have got Como here. It's going to be a quick play. Oh, dropped the ball. I think he was safe anyway. So a ball at the plate and a stolen base for Puels. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Evan Como. 2 gone. One ball, 2 strikes to Como. Got him. Como goes down swinging. And that ends the inning here for the Lethbridge Bulls. 4th strikeout there for Lipke. And the Bulls leave 1 stranded.
Time to 1 through the top half of the
5th
inning. Bottom of 5 coming up.
So the 5th inning, Evan Regis and then Salas and Wilson do up here for the Mavericks. We're going to the bottom of the 5th inning. Tied here 1-1. So Evan Regis is going to get it going here for Medicine Hat. He reached on the fielder's choice his first at-bat, and that was in the 3rd, and scored the Mavericks' only run so far. And that's why we have a tie game here in the 5th inning. So a 1-1 count here to Regis. And then we'll be top of the order. Salas and then Wilson do up for Medicine Hat here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ground ball is going to get by the second baseman. No. Makes the play there. And Regis gone on a 4-3 ground out. Top of the order now for Medicine Hat, and that's going to be number 13, William Salas.
Number 13, William Salas.
So I'll just shout out to Sonia Calton. I heard Reno in that area had a minor earthquake, a 3.1 on the Richter scale, they were saying. Asked if she said everything's okay. Felt a little bit of a shake, but nothing serious. So I'm glad everybody's okay down in Reno, Nevada area. And Salas takes this second pitch from Barassa for a called strike 1-1 count now to him. Salas 0 for 2 today. Hit streak here. And he's going to pop this up. Second baseman looks like he's underneath it. And Puels makes the catch there for out number 2.
Right fielder, Zach Wilson.
Shayla. Yeah, push the button. Yeah, there you go.
I got it.
Wilson, ground ball. First baseman Dornblunt's going to take it himself, and the Mavericks go in order here. So 5 complete innings here. Tie game, 1-1 between these two clubs, and this is going to be probably how this series is going to go down. Close games. So after 5 complete, we'll be back here with the 6th inning. Mavericks and the Bulls tied at 1. Fouled it off, and no one able to make the catch there as Bima was going around in circles, it looked like. So Moffitt gets the second life here as that ball dropped in foul territory. And Wilson and Bima not able to come up with the catch there. Kind of fooled everybody. Moffitt, big swing and a miss there for another fouled off for strike 2. So 0-2 count here to Moffitt. Swing and went around. Lipke's 5th strikeout. And that brings to the plate number 18, Mitch McGeehan, the third baseman.
18, Mitch McGeehan.
0 for 2, 2 strikeouts on McGeehan right now. Lipke likes it when McGeehan comes up. He holds him right now. Yeah, maybe. You picked him, Garth. McGeehan pops it up. Regis makes the catch there. And McGeehan gone on an F2. Oh, I guess whatever. Exactly. It's whatever happens. Yeah, that's a $300 mask. He doesn't want to throw that around. That's right. 2 gone here now for
25, Travis Stanky,
the Bulls. And here's number 25, the catcher, Travis Stanky. And Lipke delivers a called strike 1. The ground ball to Salas. And that's it for the Bulls. They go in order again here in the 6th inning. Travis Stanky gone on the 6-3 ground out. And that's it for the Bulls here on the top of the 6th. They get nothing. Still tie game here, 1-1.
Bottom of 6 coming up. We are tied at 1.
3, 4, 5 hitters due up here for Medicine Hat.
5 hitters come up for the Mavericks. Once again, fans.
Ratai, Alders, Colton will be back here. The bottom of the 6th coming up. So it's the 3, 4, 5 hitters here for the Mavericks, bottom of the 6th inning. It's going to be Ratai, Alders, and Colton due up here for Medicine Hat. Tie game here, 1-1. Ratai doubled and then base on balls in the 3rd. So he's 0 for 1 or 1 for 1. Going after that first pitch. Might be trouble here. Covering was Barassa. He's a designated hitter now, number 24, Alex Alders. Alders 0 for 2. Fielder's choice. He reached on in the third. Big cut there by Alders, missing for strike one. Ground ball foul. Why didn't the umpire kick you out? You would have got off then. 0-2 count eight. 1-2 now. So one ball, strikes here to Alders. That is pretty funny though. Alders keeps this one alive. Found in the mesh. In the dirt, 2-2. So let's see what Alders can do with a 2-2 count. No action in either bullpen, as both pitchers have been pitching really good. Alders gone on the strikeout. Look at him. Good pitch there by Barassa, catching the inside corner. Fooled Alders. That brings to the plate number 4, Anthony Colton. 2 gone here for the Mavericks in the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting center fielder Anthony Colton.
McGeehan coming in on third. And Barassa missing inside ball 1. This one a little low, 2-0. This one coming in on a strike there, 2-1. Comes a 2-1 pitch on Colton. He slapped this one foul, though. It's going to go into a one hopper into the patio there. And they're celebrating with a foul ball. They're happy. Count even here to Colton, 2-2. Ground ball to the shortstop, Como. And Mavericks go in order here, 3 up, 3 down, and after 6 complete, it's a tie game here, 1-1. Top of the 7th coming up.
First pitch there by Brock Fensel. Popped it out to the third baseman, Helgren. One gone here. And it's going to bring to the plate the first baseman, number 14, Mitch Dornblunt. Dornblunt grounded out in a 1-6-3 double plate. Here he misses. Lipke throws a ball here. This one comes in a little high, 2-0. This one way inside, 3-0. So base on balls for Dornblunt with one out here. Now brings the designated hitter, Lachlan Mayo, who's 1 for 2 today.
Let's call for 50-50 fans. If you still want a ticket, raise your hand so one of our ticket sellers can come to you. We'll be doing the winning numbers in the 8th inning. Now batting for the Bulls, number 28, the DH, Lachlan Mayo.
So Mayo here with a runner on. Dornblunt on first with that walk. Mayo's going to bunt it. Beautiful bunt. Good bunt down the first or down the third baseline. Sacrifice bunt does the job. Yep. Job done. Yep. Two gone. And here's number 12.
Two down for number 12, Matt Workington.
Workington struck out and then flied out to center field his last at-bat here. I don't know if I would have done that, though, just because Mayo has been hitting him hard, right? So, I don't know. We'll see what happens here if Walkerton can do something for the Bulls to keep this inning alive. He takes that first pitch there from Lipke, catching the outside corner for strike one.
Ready for your singer down in the patio area there?
Uh-oh, she forgot. There she comes. She's running. Fouled off here. Well, Alexa was running somewhere. I don't know where she ran to. I don't know where she's running.
She doesn't know anything.
0-2 count here on Walkerton. Walkerton's going to send the ball out to left center field. Diving Grabowski with a great catch out in left center to make the out. Walkerton down here. It doesn't get it done. Great catch there by Grabowski out in left center field. Takes a run away from Walkerton and probably the go-ahead run from the Mavericks or the Bulls here. Kim, check your phone.
All right, fans, 7th inning stretch. We're going to bump that back a little bit because we've got a draw at the concourse level. What's the score, guys?
So here's Logan Bima, bottom of the 7th inning. He takes that first pitch by Barassa for a ball 1. Bima doubled in the last at bat here. He fouls this one off and into the fans here for a 1-1 count. Bima 1 for 2 tonight. So Bima, Helgren, and Grabowski, who made that great catch out in left center field, take a hit away from Lethbridge Bulls, and here Bima fouls this one off. Yeah. Bima down on the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Grabowski, what a great diving catch there in left center in the top of the order here, or on the top of the inning, to take Walkerton's hit away. And Walkerton would have scored a run batted in if Grabowski would have missed. So that was could be a game saver here. TSN turning point. Let's see what Bima can do here with a 1 ball, 2 count. Bima takes that low for a 2-2 now. What's that? Where? Yeah, it could be a Maverick TSN turning point. Popped it up. Como going back. Como makes the catch. And Bima gone on a fly ball. So 1 out for the Mavericks here in the bottom of the 7th. Here comes number 17, Ryan Helgren. See if Helgren can get a base hit. Do have some action in the Lethbridge bullpen here. Another big swing there by Helgren, missing. He's down on the count 0-2. Looks like number 23 in the Lethbridge Bulls bullpen warming up. Helgren fouled this one off on out plate. Stays alive here. $658 for attendance here. Thank you. So good attendance here for game 1. 658 comes the pitch. And Helgren gone looking. 2 out. Brings to the plate the left fielder, Darren Grabowski.
Mavericks left fielder, number 3, Darren Grabowski.
Grabowski takes that one high for ball 1. Grabowski fouls this one off for strike 1. 1-1 count here for Darren Grabowski, who's 1 for 2 today, singled, and then grounded out on a 1-3, his last at bat. Grabowski diving McGeehan, third baseman, and Grabowski gets it by him. So Grabowski out on with a 2-out single. And that brings to the plate the catcher, Evan Regis. Rigas takes this for a ball 1.
10-4.
Yeah, we got it. Should have been in the 7th inning. Swing and a miss there by Regis. Count 1-1. So Grabowski on with a single. 2 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning, and the tie game still 1-1. They're going to chase Grabowski back to first. No action in the Mavericks bullpen, but Lethbridge got number 23 throwing. In the dirt, 2-1. Regis, a ground ball to the second baseman. They're going to do the fielder's choice, and they get Grabowski out at second. So the Mavericks leave a runner stranded here on that fielder's choice.
All right, fans, now let's do the 7th inning stretch, shall we? Brought to you by Creekside Coffee, available at Sobeys and at the Mavericks concession. You know what? Let's get a special guest to join us representing the Esterhazy Elks. Howie joins us now. Howie, do you need the accompaniment or are you good?
I'm good.
You good. All right.
Pools coming up here for Lethbridge. Top of the 8th inning. That's number 16, Ryan Pools, starting it off for Lethbridge. Pools is 1 for 2 today in this game. Lipke still on the mound for Medicine Hat. They got no one going in the bullpen. And they drop this one in for a called strike. A 1-1 count now to Pools. And then top of the order for the Bulls. Pools delivers this one high, fly ball, and foul and out of play. It's a long strike, folks. That one left the yard in foul territory. Got him looking. Pools didn't like that outside pitch, called strike. Wow, that's the beer batter. And that one's for the Lethbridge Bulls fans here, and their beer batter strikes out for them. So Pools is the 6th strikeout recorded for Lipke. Top of the order now for Lethbridge, and that's Evan Como, the shortstop. Lipke delivers called strike. Got him on a 1-3. Como almost got that one by Regis. Regis looked behind him, thought it went on foul, but a good bunt there by Como. Even better throw by the catcher to get him on a 2-3 ground out bunt. Two gone, and that brings to the plate the center fielder, Mike Moffitt. Moffitt, first pitch, ground ball, shortstop. Salas charging. Got him, 6-3. Bulls go in order here in the top of the eighth. Let's see if this carries over for our bats now for Mavericks. As they get the Bulls here, 1, 2, 3. Bottom of the eighth, and it's the top of the order for Medicine Hat. Salas, Wilson, Ratai due up here for the Mavericks. Tie game, 1-1. So a new pitcher in for the Lethbridge Bulls on the mound now, number 23, Mac Major. He's taking that first pitch to Salas, a called strike. Second one, same thing here. Salas down the count, 0-2. So a new pitcher, and that's Mac Major. Here's the line on Landon Barassa. He went 7 innings completed, gave up 1 run on 5 hits, 2 strikeouts, 1 base on balls. So that's Barassa's line. Here, Salas takes that for a ball 1. He has a 1-2 count. And Mac Major seeing if he can get his strikeout here. Got him. And Salas goes down looking. As Major paints the outside corner. And Salas the victim of a major strikeout. A major strikeout. Here's number 7, Zach Wilson now, to see if he can get something going against Major.
Now batting for the Mavericks, regular Zach Wilson.
Getting that outside corner, or inside corner on Wilson, strike 1. Warming up on the bullpen, number 9, Matt Dallas for the Mavericks. In the dirt, 1-1 count now to Wilson. It's been a good game here between the Bulls and Medicine Hat to start off this first series in the semifinal playoffs in the WMBL. Wilson, a ground ball, foul, just missing down the first baseline there. I mean, he's down on the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
So Wilson 1 for 3 here. He's got a 1-ball-2-strike count. Here comes the pitch from Major. Ouch! That's a fastball in, and Wilson on the ouch way. He didn't like that one. That one was a fastball. He couldn't get out of the way. So Wilson on, hit by a pitch. That brings to the plate number 18, Nolan Ratai.
18, Nolan Ratai.
Ratai 1 for 2 today. So Ratai comes up here with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning in a tie game, 1-1. Well, he is batting .500. That is true. Let's see if Wilson, who's on first, can get around somewhere. Here, a called strike on Ratai. See if Ratai can move him around. So Ratai here on the plate and on deck, number 24, Alders. This one catching that outside corner. Strike 1, strike 2 on Ratai. He wasn't sure about that one. So Ratai is going to have to protect the plate now with a 0-2 count. High and inside, ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Nolan Ratai. 1 gone here, bottom of the 8th inning. Wilson on first, hit by a pitch. Wilson going. Ball at the plate, and Wilson's going to get a stand-up stolen base here. As that one popped out of Travis Stanky's glove, and Wilson was gone. No, that's not a defensive indifferent. He could, because the ball popped out of his glove. He knew that he wasn't going to throw it down there. 2-2 count now to Ratai with Wilson getting to second. Garth on a stolen base. Stanky's going to go out and talk to who's pitcher? Yeah. So 2-2 count here on Ratai. Stanky's probably saying don't give him anything decent to hit because he's batting .500 right now. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Major. Ratai keeps out alive by fouling it off here, out of plate. I think that's the pitch Ratai wanted. It was pretty close. Again, 2-2 pitch coming from Major. Ratai. I don't know if that's going to do anything. No, right fielder makes the catch. Wilson's going to tag and go to third. So Ratai flies out to right field, but Zach Wilson tags and gets over to third. Yeah, too bad it doesn't score. Too bad it doesn't score. Here's the designated hitter, Alex Alders. And this is where the guy has to get hot in the 4 spot right now. This is where you need to make the count. Hit to get in. Let's drive him in. Major delivers a ball 1 here on Alders. Fouled off. 1-1 count now to Alders. Comes the 1-1 pitch from Major. A 1 hopper to the second baseman. Line drive, and then Alders is out.
So the Mavericks leave their runner stranded on third. Wilson not able to come in, and after 8 complete, it's tied 1-1 going to the 9th. We'll be back. So top of the 9th inning, Mitch McGeehan at the plate here. Takes that first pitch from Lipke, a ball 1. McGeehan takes that one, 2-0 now. McGeehan has struggled. He's 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts. And he popped up to the catcher in his last at-bat. Here comes the 2-0 pitch to McGeehan. McGeehan takes this one, called strike. 2-1. Tie game here, 1-1. We're in the 9th inning now between Medicine Hat and Lethbridge. Here comes the 2-1 pitch from Lipke. Fouled off here. Wouldn't that just suck still? 2-2 count here to McGeehan. Here comes Lipke's pitch. Oh, in on the hands, and McGeehan fouls it off to stay alive. It's been a pretty good game. Both these teams evenly matched. Got him looking. Lipke on fire here. 7th strikeout here on McGeehan. And brings to the plate number 25, the catcher, Travis Stanke. Stanke 0 for 2. Guarded out in the 6-3 last at bat, hit by a pitch in the 4th, and left stranded. So let's see what Lipke can bring to Travis Stanke. He starts him off with a ball 1 high. This one a good pitch there, catching the outside corner, 1-1 count. So 1-1 count here to Stanke. Called strike as Travis Stanke tried to get that one to be a ball by crouching his legs there. Crowd trying to get behind their pitcher Lipke for his 8th strikeout. Here comes the pitch. Not chasing. Count even now to Stanke, 2-2. Two-two pitch coming. Ooh, a little low and outside. 3-2 now. Patient at the plate is Stanke. Got him. Looking. 8th strikeout there for Lipke. So 2 strikeouts here in the top of the 9th, and here's number 22, Brock Frenzel.
Brock Frenzel, 22.
Frenzel 1 for 3. Swing and a miss by Frenzel. Looks like Lipke could go all night. Well, I'm saying he's just over 100 pitches now. Just missing outside for a 1-1 count.
How many strikeouts? 8?
8 strikeouts so far this game. .105 pitches. Sorry, 104 pitches. Well, he's got a good delivery. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Frenzel. Third strikeout, got him. Oh, wow, Lipke on fire. That's his 9th strikeout. And he struck out the side, yep.
Lipke strikes out the side in the 9th inning.
So good job there by Lipke. Get all 3 batters striking out. Big job there.
Mavericks bullpen area right now, and check in with Ronnie.
Bottom of the 9th, and the Mavericks can win it here, going into the bottom of the 9th. So Colton missing that line drive down the first baseline, foul by about 2 feet. And here he's got a 3-2 count now. Starting off the bottom of the 9th for the Mavericks. Colton's going to flare this one out to left center field, going back and making the catch to the left fielder, Walkerton. Colton gone on an F7. One out here for the Mavericks at bat. Yep. Number 27, Logan Bima. So Bima, 1 for 3 today. See if Bima can do something here for the Mavericks. Bima takes that one high for ball 1. Halgren on deck for Medicine Hat. Bima turned on this one, foul. Don't think it's going to be a play there for the right fielder. No. So a long strike from Bima. He turned on that one. We know Bima's got power if he can get that swing in the sweet spot. They're really playing him to pull. Missing outside for a 2-1 count. And those other games in the WMBL would just be starting now. Bima takes that one for a called strike. 2-2 count now to Bima. He's going to have to protect the plate here with 1 gone in the bottom of the 9th. Ground ball to the second baseman. Bima gone on a 4-3. Mavericks down to their last out here. Ryan Halgren, the third baseman. Tie game here, 1-1. We could be going to extras.
Now batting 17, Ryan Hilgren.
So Halgren here takes that first pitch from Major, called strike. A 1 hopper, 1-1 now. Let's not do that. Don't you have to borrow off, Kip? You don't want to. Halgren fouled this one off down the third baseline. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, that's true. Come on. A little bit of sacrifice. Yeah, we don't want to do that. I don't think. What kind of pitching would we have? Not very good. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Major. Ground ball, shortstop, Como. Gets Halgren on a 6-3. Mavericks go in order here. We're going to extra innings, folks. Don't go away. As we're going to the top of the 10th in the tie game here, 1-1. And it's going to be the 6, 7, 8 hitters.
9 innings, nothing decided. Top of 10 coming up.
It's going to be the 6, 7, 8 hitters. Dornblatt, Mayo, Walkerton due up for Lethbridge. And Lipke's going back out there. And we'll be back here with the 10th inning. Tie, 1-1. So Dornblatt's going to start off for the Bulls here, top of the 10th. Takes that pitch from Lipke, ball 1. This one, ball 2. 2-0. Matt Dallas loosening up in the bullpen there for Medicine Hat. Again, just to keep loose. Check swing. Lipke's going to do it himself here. And you flip over to the first baseman there. And Dornblatt gone on a 1-3 check ground ball.
So 2-1 gone here, and it's Mayo, the designated hitter for Lethbridge, coming up.
Lachlan Mayo.
Lipke's sitting at 108 pitches. Well, now 109. No, he's thinking, how long can I last so I don't have to go to my bullpen? Right? Well, yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, 0-2. If you can save your bullpen, save your bullpen. Mayo with an 0-2 count. Missing the inside. Lipke trying to get that inside call. A little bit too far inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. To Mayo. Mayo 1 for 2. Solo home run. That was and Regis not able to hang on to that one. It was foul tipped off. 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Mayo. Comes the 1-2 pitch from Lipke. Ground ball, 2-hopper Salas. Gets him on a 6-3, 2 gone. That's number 12, Walkerton now coming up for Lethbridge. The left fielder.
Now batting number 12, Matt Worthington, left fielder.
That's exactly it. It's playoffs, right? Let's get going, right? That's exactly it. So here's Walkerton. 2 gone here, top of the 10th inning. Walkerton takes that. Pitch for a called strike. Looks like he popped it up here. Regis going to see if he can make a play. And not able to. That mesh gets in the way. So Walkerton down to the count 0-2. The crowd trying to get something going here for Lipke, their pitcher. Got 9 strikeouts. He's looking for his 10th. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him! 10th strikeout there for Lipke, and keep him in until he can't throw anymore, Garth. Lipke with his 10th strikeout. And that's going to bring the bottom of the order now or a bottom inning. Nothing happening for the Bulls in the top of the 10th. It's going to be Grabowski, Regis, and then top of the order for Medicine Hat, Salas. So the 8-9-1 hitters due up here from Medicine Hat, and Lipke with his 10th strikeout there, the victim, Walkerton. Let's see what happens here. Mavericks, see if they can get it done here on the bottom of the 10th. So here's Darren Grabowski that started off for the Mavericks in the bottom of the 10th here. Tie game 1-1. First game of this series between Lethbridge and Medicine Hat. Grabowski, high fly ball going back to center field and making the catch there for Lethbridge for out number 1. Moffitt chasing that ball down.
One gone, and it's the catcher, Evan Regis. And then at the top of the order. Regis 0 for 3, 2 fielders choice. So let's see what Regis can do for the Mavericks. He takes that one first pitch from Major with ball 1. A 1 hopper, 2-0 count now. And Major comes inside, catches that inside corner for a strike. 1, 2-1 count. No, a little low, inside. 3-1. Regis on with a walk. So a 1-out walk here. Top of the order now for Medicine Hat. Salas coming up. Salas has struggled this game, 0 for 4. But wow, it would be nice if he could break out of that.
13, William Salas.
Salas, then Wilson do up here for Medicine Hat. Regis is on first with that walk with 1 out. And Salas going after that first pitch from Major, fouling it off into the mesh. Catch that corner on the outside. So Salas now down in the count, 0-2. We got 1 out here. The Bulls with a 1 out. Comes the 0-2 pitch from Major. And Salas is going to slap this ball out to right field. Regis is going to stay on second. And runners now on first and second for Medicine Hat here in the bottom of the 9th. And a little life here at Athletic Park. Brings to the plate number 7, Zach Wilson to face Mac Major. Ball. Salas better be careful there as Stanky won't hesitate to go backdoor on him on the first. And Salas with a good lead on first. And see what Wilson can do with a 1-0 count. Runners on first and second, 1 out here, bottom of the 10th. Wilson takes that pitch, catching the inside corner on him, 1-1. One hopper gets by. Regis is going to come in. It's going to be a play at the plate. He's safe. Mavericks take game 1 here. 2-1 in the bottom of the 10th. As that base hit, and probably an E4, Garth? That went right between the legs of the second baseman, did it not? What do you think? Base hit. Give me a hit. That was an error, hit, defensive indifference. What's that?
There you go, fans. That's the game.
Let's give him a hit.
Mavericks win 2-1 in the 10th inning. Mavericks take game 1 in the WMBL Best of 5.
So a hard ground ball gets by the second baseman. Zach Wilson credited with a hit. And that brought in Regis from second. Mavericks take the game one here, 2-1 in a thriller. Game two goes tomorrow night here at 7:05. So, great game here between Medicine Hat and Lethbridge. That game could have gone either way. What a great game, though, for the starting pitcher for Medicine Hat. Jared Lipke gets 10 strikeouts. And 10-inning complete game and 10 strikeouts for Lipke. And, wow, good start for Jared Lipke and the Mavericks here. Take game one, 2-1. Just bringing you up to speed on the other out-of-town scores, which just started at 7:05 between Weyburn and Swift Current. That's in the bottom of the first. Weyburn has jumped out to a 1-0 lead there. But Regina and Yorkton has been postponed, it looks like. Must be some weather issues there. And Okotoks and Edmonton has just started, and there's no score there. Those games were a 7:05 start. Here in Medicine Hat takes the first one here, 2-1 against the Lethbridge Bulls. Great game either way. Great pitching by Jared Lipke. He, like I said, 10 strikeouts. He gets the win. The loss goes to Mac Major on that. So, back here tomorrow night, 7:05. Major loss. That's right. See you tomorrow night here, folks, at Athletic Park, 7:05 start.